I've made my own personal purchase through in Abu Dhabi. What did this townhouse cost? He's also purchased a townhouse. Maybe we'll be neighbours, lassie. What are we doing?
We need to put a hole in the roof.
Hey! Welcome back to another vlog, guys. We are starting it here today in the office. It's actually a national holiday here just now, so you'll see the office is empty. I'm the only one in because your boy's always working, even when the competition is not, especially when the competition isn't working. But this is a slightly different video today actually because I've made my own personal purchase through in Abu Dhabi. Now this is an off-plan townhouse. I'm going to show you the development anyway, we're going to go and visit it. But I actually purchased this 50-50 with one of my good friends out here, Ian. So hopefully we'll see him later on in the day as well. He can't make it through to Abu Dhabi. Luckily, we've got this beautiful map of Abu Dhabi behind us here, so I can actually show you where I purchased. So this is all of Abu Dhabi. This is Hudayriyah Island here, and I've purchased right here. This here is where the golf estates is going. So there's going to be a state-of-the-art golf course there, a mansion surrounding the golf course, and then a townhouse community, a villa community, and I've purchased one of the townhouses. But it's absolutely amazing because if you look at this island, you're going to have a golf course, and you've got beach here, you've got Surf Abu Dhabi, the world's largest surfing machine, you've got Velodrome Abu Dhabi, you've got 3-1 Sports, we've got a variety of all these different sports facilities and amenities. Over here, you're gonna have a like Monaco-style island. It'll have a marina, all that sort of stuff. Here is an equestrian center. They're gonna have the best training facilities for horses and equestrian and all that sort of stuff. Down here, we're gonna have another golf course down here on Hudayriyah Island. Literally a full entire coast of beachfront. There's gonna be schools, hospitals, there's going to be a massive mall down this side, a football stadium, another marina district here, shops, hotels, restaurants, absolutely everything you can imagine. Plan for this is to have somewhere between 120 to 170,000 people living here on this island. So this is a city in itself. So that's one of the reasons why, I've decided to purchase there. The vision for that island is incredible. And the guys that are delivering it are a very, very serious developer, 85% owned by the Sovereign Wealth Fund of Abu Dhabi, who have $1.7 trillion of assets. So you know that your money's safe, and I know that my money's safe, which is great. But anyway, enough about that. We're gonna go and check it out. I've just got to finish some work here, and then we're gonna head on the road back through to Abu Dhabi. I feel like I need to get a place through in Abu Dhabi now. Wait, I just bought one. I don't mean that. I mean a place to rent, back and forth to Abu Dhabi all the time now, like 3 times a week. So it has to be good for me just to get a little rental apartment there that I can stay overnight. Because I'm booking hotels and all that sort of stuff. So maybe that's something that I'll make happen actually. But anyway, let's get on with the day.
And the world's all right with me. I just want to look at you.
Hey, let's get a move on. You'll see totally empty. There's something quite eerie about an empty office. Usually there's like 80 people in here hammering the phone, so a good buzz about it. If you're an aspiring agent, this should be one of the most common things you see because you should be in here when no one else is in here. When I started out 4 years ago, Saturday, Sunday, every single day, I was in the office. So an empty office was a regular sight for me. Those are the things you gotta do.
Look at us matching today.
Oh, nice. The suede shoes. Copying my style, Chris. That's what it is.
Are you gonna do a video on your wardrobe?
I know people keep commenting, asking, don't they? They're like, where'd you get your suit from? Get asked for sunglasses all the time. They're like, where'd you get your sunglasses from? What was the last one? Belt. It was a belt, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Belt, that was weird. Maybe I need to do that. Maybe I'll start a little fashion blog, who knows? I think we should get a Starbucks for the road.
Yep.
It's an hour and 45-minute drive ahead of us. Okay, so we're on our way through to Abu Dhabi as we speak, and I thought it'd be a good chance for me to show you the brochure for the project I've just bought. There we go, the iPad that I bought in the last vlog coming in handy already. So it's called Hudayriyah Golf Estates. That is where I've purchased Now, obviously, it's a golf course community. As you can see, there's some golf course facing mansions. These ones were starting at 26 million, so I've not bought one of them. One day though, obviously the location within the project here, 18-hole golf course, country clubhouse, spa and wellness centre, sports court, golf academy, school, fine dining. Where I've purchased is a townhouse within here. It's one of these units here. I like that because it was near the internal park here, and there's a community centre here. So you come there, then it's a short walk through to get to the golf course. But next door you also have one of the largest parks in the region, with one of the longest cycle tracks, and this is elevated as well. So this is actually a hill. So you're going to have hiking, jogging tracks here, cycle track. So when you get up there, you're going to be able to look over the entire Hadirat Island, look over the sea, look over to the Abu Dhabi downtown, equestrian centre right next door, as I said. Here's a sort of Monaco-style island with the marina, beachfront, Surf Abu Dhabi, the velodrome, everything that I mentioned earlier. Okay, now let's actually get into what I purchased. I did not get one of these, unfortunately, a golf mansion. One day though, $7-8 million. Got to work a little harder to get that. The ones I purchased were the golf townhomes. I got one of these ones on the end, a 4-bedroom golf townhouse. Let's see, from the UK, it's similar to like a terraced housing, right? And I got an end of terrace house. So it's got space for 3 cars at the front, and then a bedroom downstairs and 3 bedrooms upstairs. And it's on the corner plot as well. This nice style as well. I really like the design of it. Here's the floor plan. So as you can see, as I said, 1 bedroom downstairs, parking for 3. And then you've got a nice sort of corner living space here with windows on this side and windows on this side. That's why I like this over the 3 bedroom, because the 3 bedrooms are middle of terrace. So you've only got the windows at the back, not the windows at the side. So the 4 bedrooms, end of terrace, feel much bigger because of that extra wall of windows. So you've also got a back of house kitchen there for the staff, and you've got a maid room on the downstairs as well. You know, a very functional layout. And then on the top floor, you have the master bedroom here and 2 guest bedrooms at the right as well, with a large terrace. Really, really happy with the purchase. How much did I pay for it? You're going to find out soon, because I'm going to go through all the figures as well. I'll talk you through exactly the breakdown and what I'm paying. Obviously, I'm splitting this half and half with one of my good friends, Ian. I'll talk exactly what I'll be paying, which is exciting. And I think you'll be surprised actually how attainable it is and how sort of comfortable the entry is, even into a development like this, where the ticket price was starting for the 3-bedroom townhomes was starting at 4.3, that's already over $1 million. That's like 1.2 million dollars. In euros, that's around 1 million euros. So it's a high ticket entry, but it was still very attainable because of the payment plan and the pricing. So we'll get into that once we get through there. Okay, so we're just coming over the main bridge onto Hadirat Island, where I showed you earlier. And this is the plot just over here. Chris, you see where that like little square of trees is? Just after that is where the plot is. And see where the mound is in the distance? That's where that park is that I was telling you about earlier. So the plot is just before that mound. You can see how close it is to the water, how close it is to the main bridge and the infrastructure on the island. Really, really good location. Literally, once you get off this bridge, you drive over, it's just another 5 minutes to get to the plot. So we will check the plot out after, but we're going to go to the Modon Sales Centre first. I'm going to show you the full model, because it's quite cool to see. Yeah, here we are.
How many unread messages you got?
I don't even want to say. 1,591.
On WhatsApp?
On WhatsApp alone, yeah. Yeah, that's not good. That's why I need an assistant. If anyone out there wants to be my assistant, reach out. I'm genuinely serious.
Hello. Bam.
So Lassie, obviously you've seen him before, one of my colleagues at Equity, but he's also purchased a townhouse in this development. So maybe we'll be neighbors, Lassie.
Exactly. You know. I think it's quite unique. You know, when you have off plan, sometimes you say, "Hey, I'm on secondary." Okay, and we truly respect that.
Yeah.
But here you have to wait 3.5 years to have this legacy product. You know,
I know
water,
you're right.
Private beach, wellness, and Polish and golf course.
And you actually want to live here, right?
I would love to live here.
Yeah.
I want to go to Ilios in this high-end restaurant and have something nice to eat in the weekends.
No, it looks amazing. It looks amazing. Anyway, Lassie, good to see you, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, you should have seen this last week. There was literally queues all the way out here from midnight the night before. There was brokers here literally camping outside to get a unit in the morning from midnight. There was videos of them. Some people brought their own shisha and their camping chairs and sat here through the entire night. It's crazy. Luckily, we've got very good relationships with the developers, so we didn't have to do that. You know, when you have a product like this, people are scrambling to try and get allocations. So that was it was cool to see. It makes me super confident in the investment I've made as well, and what I've advised my clients to buy. Because when you see demand like that, it's crazy. It means there's going to be such a high secondary demand as well. for people who want to buy later on. A great sales centre as well, right out onto the water. Look at that.
Right. My AI just changed. It just buzzed the front gate.
Just asked Chris if he wants a coffee. He said he's had 3 already. That's not a yes or a no that I was looking for, Chris. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, exactly. I've had the same amount of you. Actually, I think I might have had one more. 1 iced Americano, 1 hot Americano, and then 2 sparkling waters, please.
I think I lie for you. I think I die for you. Jodeci cry for you. Do things when you want me to. Like controller. Controller. Yeah. Like controller. Controller. Yeah. Okay. You
And
like
finally, we are here, guys. Come this way and you can see which one of these is mine. So this is Hidayat Golf Estates. This is what I've been telling you about. And my specific unit is one of these townhouses right here. And this gives you a good idea of the sort of the landscape that we're looking at. The equestrian centre, the beach, park, Surf Abu Dhabi, the velodrome, the sports precinct. You've also got a school within the community, more marina here. Down this side of the island, we have one more golf course, more villa communities here, a canal going right through the middle of the island as well. As you can see, kilometres and kilometres of beachfront. And then down the very bottom, we have a large mall here and the football stadium. This master plan is not totally complete yet because they've still got a lot to launch, but it gives you a good idea of what this place is going to be like. And one of the most unique things about this entire island is they're actually raising the landscape for 3 hills here. So some of the mansions are actually raised. So I think there's something like 10 meters of elevation between each level. So when you, no matter which level of the hill you're on, when you walk out, you look straight out to the water and over to the city skyline. Very, very unique. You know, it's the sort of stuff we see in like the Hollywood Hills and all of this stuff, but you don't see it out in the UAE because we've got a relatively flat landscape. So it's really, really nice and really unique what they're doing here. So those mansions are some of the most exclusive real estate here in the UAE. But yeah, really excited about my personal purchase, Hidayat Golf Estates. Very exciting. And you can see, look at the proximity of the golf course to the water as well. And this little red track here is the cycling track. Look, it goes all the way around. This is massive, by the way. It looks small on the plan, but it's huge. This is what I have purchased. I think I got the one on the left side. I did. So the end of terrace on the left. So this here is what myself and my buddy Ian have bought. So I was telling you earlier, it's the corner plot here. So you have this stretch of plot down the side, and you've got these extra windows, which totally opens it up. Oh, and this is one of those gizmos. 2 seconds. Look at this.
That's cool.
Cool, isn't it? So it means you can see the 3 bedrooms on the top floor. Hope it doesn't take this long to build it.
So in real life, it also lifts up like this.
Do you know how many people have actually asked that as a serious question? They're like, does it actually separate like that? I'm like, are you kidding me? Do you realize how expensive that would be and how impossible that would be?
Unnecessary.
Crazy. Anyway, so this is it. It's look cool. You can see the living room here, kitchen, living, dining. We've got the guest bedroom down here, maid's room here, back of house kitchen, laundry room. You know, they didn't even have these ready for the launch. They've only just finished these after the launch. People were buying this without coming and seeing a model like this. So it's really quite incredible. The demand for this project was unbelievable. I think there was 1,200 units in the first phase, and there was over 4,000 EOIs. And EOI stands for expression of interest. And to submit an EOI, you have to put a minimum of 75,000 dirhams, transfer it to the developer's bank account. That's 4,000 people actually putting their money where their mouth is. 75,000 dirhams. Here you go. I want a unit. And people are saying the market slowed down. Crazy. This is the most exciting real estate market in the world. And think about what's just happened to the UAE over the last couple of months. And this is still happening. I think, I'm hoping today there's rumors of a peace agreement being reached between Iran and the US. Once that happens, and if that is factual today, this place is going to go crazy. Finally, the UAE's been put on a global stage, and it's performed better than any other country could. Any other country, you give them the scenario that happened here in Dubai and Abu Dhabi, and they would have crumbled. This place stood strong. It kept us safe. We're going to come out of this, the other side, just going absolutely crazy. I can't wait. I'm going to make a hell of a lot of money in this development. Watch. I mentioned the golf mansions earlier. It wouldn't be right if I didn't show you these. Look how amazing these are. We're not done yet. It comes with a basement as well. Look.
Not there.
Cool, right?
Yeah.
And these ones look right onto the golf course. an amazing view. This is actually very cool for you to see. This is Abu Dhabi. Now this developer has two main developments right now. One on Reem Island, that's where ADGM is, so that's a financial centre. Think Canary Wharf, DIFC, that's Abu Dhabi's version. And then also Hudaira Island. Now this actually shows you how large Hudaira Island is. It's almost the same size as downtown Abu Dhabi. So this is going to be a city in itself, but this is very cool because I can show you through the entire plan. Oh, actually, let me see if I can click on the one I've bought. Ah, I can. Near this park, near this community centre and the paddle courts here. So all you need to do is from the paddle courts, walk down one block, come up here, and I believe I'm this one here. Townhouse 521. There we go. Now we are actually in the townhouse. And if we step forward, almost in the living room, one door, there we go. So this is the townhouse that me and Ian have purchased.
It does look beautiful.
Really nice, right? And this shows you through the entire townhouse. Very, very cool. I like the island kitchen, corner layout. And here is the downstairs bedroom. Ah, into the bathrooms as well, look at that. You can have a shower if you want. Townhouse 521. And you know what's crazy is I was actually with a client at the same time and I told him to get 520. So I know who my neighbour is already. And then if we both decide to sell, then I can sell two of them next to each other, which is sometimes suitable. Some families like to have houses beside each other. So that's pretty handy as well. Okay, where we are right now on this model is on this stretch of beach here. So I'm actually going to show you what that looks like right now. So we're going to go outside. When we came here on the VIP launch day, it's obviously so hot outside, so people couldn't be queuing outside. And obviously on the VIP experience, they don't want an absolute rabble. It's meant to be, you know, a nice experience for the client. So what we did here was they had a system set up here. We came in, checked in using our lead number that we'd already got ahead of time. Then we got a token number. We then went inside into these two tents here. So we sat inside, had some coffee. There was a golf simulator, and they called us through when it was our time. People don't understand what the real estate market is like here, you know? Like we have to do a token system to book units where the starting price is €1 million. That is insane. Like, think about that. There's over, in the first phase there was 1,200, then they released another units, which I think was like another 500. So let's say 1,700 units, and we had to do a token system because there was that much demand. And it was crazy. Like, these tents were packed full. You see the demand like I do, day in, day out. That's why I'm putting my money here, you know? If I see it, and I'm literally the one that's in the trenches and in the market day in, day out, and I'm buying, then you should be buying. So this is the boardwalk. This is what currently exists already on Hudaira Island. You can see the beautiful beach here. And this is actually a nighttime beach. You can see the floodlights up there. So all the way up until, I'm not sure what time it is, maybe 10 p.m, maybe midnight. The floodlights shine onto the water so that there can still be lifeguards, people can still go and swim. But you've got salt here, you've got fields, you've got Arabica, and you've got a bunch of different sort of, you know, restaurants and shops and coffee houses already down here. There's a marina over there. So already there's good infrastructure here. And then what I've invested into is just the future infrastructure that's still to come.
So I rolled through good. Y'all pop the trunk, I pop the hood, Ferrari. And she got the good.
Okay, so now it's time to head over to the plot. We can't see too much at the plot, but at least it gives you an idea. And there's a restaurant next door that we'll go in, maybe have a bite to eat. That overlooks Surf Abu Dhabi, so that'll be cool for you to see as well. Me and Chris just grabbed a quick protein shake, didn't we, Chris? Cheers. There you go. I love this little area. Hudaira. Whoa.
You said you're coming to Abu Dhabi tomorrow again?
Yes, I am. I've got meetings all day tomorrow too. So I've just tried to organise everything for the one day so that I don't need to keep coming like back and forth. I've got 2 confirmed clients I'm meeting tomorrow. Could be 3, it could be 4. Got 2 others waiting to confirm. I do need to come up with a better system because it's a lot of driving back and forth.
Yo, my men and my women. Yo, my men and my women. You need something unexpected. Some form of weapon.
Okay, here we are at Ilios Restaurant. This is just across from the plot from where I purchased from Hudaira Golf Estates. So we'll show you that after. We're about to tuck into some oysters. And right beside us, we've got the beautiful view of the largest surf machine in the world, Surf Abu Dhabi. Take a look.
Don't let the lifestyle drag you down.
Who knows when was the last time you felt?
That is awesome. I want to try that. I reckon I could do it. What do you think?
They're good at wake surfing.
The wake surf, stuff like that, so it can't be that different, can it? Right, shall we tuck in to these oysters? Got the vinegar, the lemon, and the Tabasco. Oh, that's a lot. Damn it. I always put too much in by accident.
Oyster massive.
Lemon juice. Bon appetit. Oh wow. I did put a bit too much Tabasco on. Just trying to keep a straight face there. Before the oyster even went down, the Tabasco went down.
Yeah.
Anyway, wonderful.
What do you think of people who don't like oysters?
I mean, I get it. I used to be freaked out by them. And then one day I just got into them. I didn't like them because I'd never actually tried them.
Yeah,
it's one of those things. When you actually try it, you're like, oh, I like it. I think it's just a weird concept. People think, you're eating something out of shell that doesn't look that appealing. But once you get into it, they're awesome.
Who knows when was the last time you felt the love? One less sparkle to follow in my life. One less sparkle to follow the love. One less sparkle to follow in my life.
This is actually designed by Kelly Slater, the world's greatest ever surfer. He's like the Tony Hawk of surfing. Okay, so we've just been for lunch at Ilios. This is Ilios. And then right there is the plot. Literally on the other side of that road is the plot for Hidayrat Golf Estates, where I've purchased. And then you can just about through those trees see the mound. And that's where the park is gonna go. When I say everything's on your doorstep, it literally is. And that place is so nice, go there, have some nice seafood, looking over the Surf Abu Dhabi. It's sort of set up as a beach club, even though it's not officially a beach. It's only gonna get better and better. There's gonna be more and more value packed into it. So honestly, incredible.
Bro, you have Bentley aftershave.
Yeah, I did actually. I've actually got one on this side as well. This one is magnetic amber. I think that one's majestic cashmere, yeah. I wanted everything to match. I also got the Bentley pen as well, you see? There's one on your side as well. And the Bentley notepad. I like everything to match. I had to order these from the UK though. They don't sell them at the branch here. So I had to ship them all over from the UK.
Time after time, only in the night time. Had to remind you, we can't rewind time. Finally found you.
And here we are back at the office. Had a little snooze on the way back from Abu Dhabi again. We're kind of making a habit of that, aren't we, Chris? But yeah, now it's time to get down to the nitty gritty. What did this townhouse cost? And what does the payment schedule look like? How much did it actually cost me? How much is coming out of my pocket over the construction period? Well, the townhouse itself, the one that we purchased, cost 4,928,000 dirhams in total. Now, I'm going to round that up to 5 million dirhams just to make these numbers easier and more neat for the video. On a 5 million dirham purchase price, that's roughly $1.36 million. Now, the down payment was 5%, plus you have to pay a 2% fee to the Abu Dhabi government. That's like your stamp duty. Over here, it's called ADM fee. So that 5% plus that 2% equals 7%. Now, that 7% down payment is 350,000 dirhams. That's roughly $95,000. And that is all that's required this year. Remember any of these numbers as well, split it down the middle because I'm buying this with a friend. So 350,000 on booking. And then the next payment is due in March of next year. So all the way next year. And that is just the 5%, which is 250,000 dirhams or roughly $70,000. And then from there on, it's 5% every 6 months. So September of next year, another 250,000 dirham. Then March of 2028, 250,000 dirham. September of 2028, 250,000 dirham. March of 2029, 250,000 dirham. September of 2029, 250,000 dirham. March of 2030, 250,000 dirham. And then that is it. That's all we're paying during construction. That gets us to 40% paid. Okay, so only 40% is coming out of our pockets up until 2030. And then at the end of 2030, when this townhouse is going to be ready and we're going to get the keys, that's when the remaining 60% is due. That's when we need to pay the developer roughly 3 million dirhams, which is around $820,000. Okay. Now that payment can be mortgaged. So if we want to keep the property, we can put that on a mortgage and we can actually release some more capital out of the property that we've already put in as well. Or, we could have sold by then and made some money on it. So we've got a couple of possible exit strategies for this. Either we just keep paying this, then we've got an asset in 2030, or, we look for a potential exit during the period of construction. When am I allowed to sell it? We're allowed to sell it at the 20% mark. So we put 5% down initially, 5% in March, 5% in September, and 5% in March of 2028. So by March of 2028, we'll be 20% paid in the payment plan. That is when the developer will allow us to sell it. They'll give us an NOC to sell the property. And by March of 2028, we could see a lot of movement in the market. I'm expecting the Abu Dhabi market really to go a little bit crazy. We could be sitting on some healthy profit. And think about it, right? If we've only put in 20% of the total capital by then, but let's say the property's gone up 20%, which isn't a huge jump in 2 years. That's 10% a year. We've seen that plenty of times in Dubai. And we've doubled our money because we've paid 20% and we've had a 20% increase in the total price. So we've doubled our money. Okay. So that is an opportunity. If we want to sell it before 2028, we can also do that, but we just need to pay the 20% early. They will not give us an NOC to resell the property until that 20% is paid to them by us. Again, then we're just going to sort of evaluate and analyze the market every sort of 6 months and see, should we exit here? Is there some good potential profit on the table? And if not, we'll just keep it. Or even if there is, but we decide to keep it, then we're going to keep it. It's very, very good. And I think, we're going to go and meet Ian now for dinner for a little celebration drink. I said to him, I was like, very worst case scenario, this is a savings account for us. This is money that we put away that we can't spend. Because you do spend kind of like an idiot in Dubai sometimes, money comes and money goes. That's what people say in Dubai. So this is forcing us to budget well, to plan ahead, and put a little bit of money away. So let's say even by the time the property completes, or even by 2029, the property hasn't moved up in value. At least we have money sitting there in a pot that we've been paying towards, So that's sort of our philosophy behind it. We're going to go and meet Ian now for some dinner. Maybe get a little bit of champagne as well. I think we deserve it after spending what is the best part of £1 million on a property. I keep talking in dirhams and dollars and pounds. I'm sorry for that. I just think dirhams, obviously a local currency, dollars, globally used currency, and then pounds is where I'm from. Anyway, so those are the numbers. I hope that's a clear breakdown. It was a very, very comfortable entry. All it required was 350,000 dirhams this year. Split that in two. Not a lot in the grand scheme of things. When I was back in Glasgow, sure, that's a lot. But when you're out in Dubai, money's kind of different, right? And it's not a lot in Dubai term. That wouldn't even cover my rent on my apartment. This is how you sort of need to look at things out here. Start spending wisely, start putting money away towards investments. And, then in a couple of years' time, you'll be sitting on some healthy assets and a strong portfolio. We now want to build an Abu Dhabi portfolio, a Dubai portfolio, a Ras Al Khaimah portfolio. So that is the goal. Time to get some dinner. I'm starving.
Your body drive me crazy. Your body need a license fit. Your body are too tight and neat. Anybody who got eyes can see.
So we're on our way to pick up Ian. I've had to swing by the Al Barari house that we've seen in the last vlog, actually, the mansion, the beautiful one with the amazing garden. I have to go back by there because I have a client from the US who has requested a full walkthrough video. He wants to see the bedrooms, bathrooms, everything, because he might need to buy blindly. He might not be here for another few months. So I've got to go and take that. So I'll do a full in-detail walkthrough video. After that, we will go and pick up Ian. Not too fast because I love going to see this property, so looking forward to seeing it again.
I see why.
And here we are back again. You'll remember that Bentley from last time. I'm gonna get that. You ready for it to come alive, Chris? You ready?
Yep, let's go.
Gonna make the magic happen.
Love the way you twist and turn, yeah. Maybe call me I too fry, I get burned, yeah. Love the way you twist and turn, yeah.
Finished. I'm closing up shop. I just took the video there. Full walkthrough video. 7 minutes 48 seconds. That's how long it took me to run around this entire mansion. But hopefully that's good enough for him and it'll give him a good idea of the house. Let's just wait for these doors to close and then we will shoot off and we'll go collect Ian.
She just wanna dance and tease me. She just wanna dance and tease me. Yeah.
Dubai's awesome and this game's awesome because one call can literally change your life, And you've just seen it there. I've got a call, very good client. He's familiar with the market. He's got a big budget. You never know. That's what it takes. Everyone, this is Ian, the one and only Ian Seymour. He is the friend that I've been telling you about that we've purchased the Hidayrat Golf Estates together. So, congratulations, mate.
Congratulations, mate.
There we go.
First of many, hopefully.
First of many. Started the Abu Dhabi portfolio. Now we've got Dubai and Ras Al Khaimah to tick it off.
Yep, that's the next step, isn't
Next
it?
step, mate. I've actually never done this yet, so I thought we may as well christen the Bentley.
Breaking into the good stuff.
Bring in the good stuff, mate. There you go.
Oh, lovely, thank you.
And the old LP.
Lovely.
Happy days. We've got to crack this out. I hope it's not going to fizz up because we've been bumping. Let's go.
Oh, you might put a hole in the roof.
Hey! What was it like, Ian?
Cheers, mate, thank you.
There we go. We don't do small glasses round here.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Here's to many more.
Here's to many more investments in a successful portfolio.
How do you guys know each other?
We met out here, actually.
Yeah, we actually worked with each other, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when I first moved here, I started my career out here in real estate. And then I met Dylan.
You're doing something totally different now.
Yeah, quite a unique journey in terms of when I was in real estate. I had a client, and essentially he was moving his business from the UK to the UAE, and they asked me if I would come in, partner with him, head it up, start to grow it. So essentially we grew the business from zero to do about 500,000 dirhams a month from a standing start. We've done a lot of international relocation, done a lot of business setup, PRO, visa type work, but we dealt mostly with private high net worth clients and family office. And through that, I then met Andrew, who now owns the business that I work for, and I've transitioned from that role into doing a very similar role with him now. In terms of we bought a business out of administration, we had to obviously add some value, pay off some legacy, and try and just kind of steady the ship for the first few months. And then now we're on a exponential growth curve, and it's been a great experience.
Well, that's what I always tell people about Dubai, is if you can just get over here, get your boots on the ground, and then you'll find your feet and you'll find what industry suits you and find the right path just from being here. 100%. And if you're like yourself, where you networked like crazy while you were in real estate, I don't think real estate was really for you.
No.
And then you pivoted into something else, and then through that met someone else, and now you found the right thing and you're flying.
I get asked all the time, like, people say, oh, when you're back, can you come and meet me and speak to me about how you done it? I always say to people, I actually don't know how I done it.
Yeah.
All I remember doing was waking up one morning, booking a one-way flight and just making it happen.
Exactly.
And I think for me, I know it's very old cliche, but I never really had a plan B.
Yeah.
So I just had to make sure that plan A worked.
Exactly.
And the way my mindset is as well is like, if you book a one-way ticket and you get here and you realise that that's it, you're standing your own 2 feet. Mm-hmm. It's like, you need, it's make or break basically.
Oh, 100%. But I think that's why I love Dubai, is because it's full of people that have made that same decision. So you're surrounded by people that
100%.
don't have a plan B. I always said I would have cleaned toilets in Dubai before going back home. I would have made it happen. I would have just stayed here doing whatever I could to get by until it happened.
I think the big thing for me as well, like, you realise when you get here, you almost have to elevate your lifestyle.
Yeah.
But not to a point where you forget where you've come from.
Yeah.
But it's because, like, the city is always changing.
Yeah.
People are encouraging you to push your limits, your boundaries. And I think it's one of the, if not the best place on planet Earth that you could be in terms of as an entrepreneur and try to get to that next level.
Yeah.
Because it's a very humbling place as well. Doesn't matter if you drive in a Bentley or a Rolls Royce, or somebody coming in behind you with a Koenigsegg or a Lamborghini or
100%.
something like that. And I feel as if it keeps you relevant and keeps you wanting more all the time.
Oh, 100%. It's like, look at what we've just bought. Well, I did the breakdown of the numbers on camera, right? And I was talking about how we've put out 350,000 this year between us, right? So 175,000 each. And then I said on the camera, so 175,000 each, that's nothing. Took myself back a bit. I went, wait, hold on a minute. When I was living in Glasgow, that wasn't nothing. That's probably about, I don't know, 3 years salary for me when I was back in Glasgow or something like that. I don't know.
So how much is that if you work that out in pounds?
Well, what's 175,000 dirham? Well, 35,000 pounds. So that's a lot of money. To someone in the UK, or where I was before I moved here, that's a hell of a lot of money, right? But when you move out to Dubai, your appetite just gets bigger. You familiarize yourself with big numbers. Your rent becomes crazy expensive. Your lifestyle becomes expensive. So it's just like you elevate in every aspect and every metric of your life. It was actually when we were talking about making this investment, it was you that said, Dylan, I'd rather be fighting to keep it than not have it.
Absolutely.
And that's why when we were like, right, let's look at the finances, is it going to work, blah, 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 blah. And you were like, well, I'd rather be fighting to keep it, or scrambling to keep it. Oh, I need to move money around here, blah, 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 to pay for this payment that's coming up in March or whatever. We'd rather be in that position than not have anything at all. Maybe we keep it and have it as a little golf course pad for the weekend.
Well, we always spoke about that as well, didn't we?
Yeah, that's an option.
If we hold on to it, we can rent it out, we can live in it,
Yeah.
we can use it, we can obviously use it for the Airbnb for golf trips, whatever it may be. But I think we certainly have a lot more options now that we've got it, rather than try to scramble to get one.
Yeah, for sure. I think the Abu Dhabi market is going to absolutely fly. And we are here in the SLS. You have to take like 2 or 3 lifts to get up to where we're going. Midnight in Dubai, middle of summer, the place is still booming. Nothing to worry about. Okay, so we made it here to dinner. Unfortunately, we can't use a professional camera, but I mean, look at this view. This is honestly probably the best view you could get of downtown. If you come here at sunset as well, the sun sets on that side, so it is honestly an unbelievable view. He doesn't know what to do.
I've ready to run through the landmarks.
Couple of steaks, I think. Chris, what do you want? You want a steak?
Hell yeah.
Steak for me and steak for Chris. Ian?
Are you paying?
I'm not paying. How about that? I get the steaks, you get the townhouse.
It's not a bad deal, that.
Show us how it's done.
I told you this wee trick in Cyprus, remember?
Aye, did you? Aye?
He's better every time, thank you.
You used to drink out of the bottle straight.
Cheers.
Cheers, mate. Cheers. Cheers, Chris. Cheers, everyone. Whoa, a big selection.
Don't wanna stop. Too much, never too much, never too much, never too much.
Right, guys, I think that more or less wraps it up. This is us now on our way home. We've had plenty of celebrations tonight, good steak dinner, good bit of champagne, Ian.
Yep, really good.
And I think it's good that we've got this documented as well. I think this is something we can now have for life as well. It's documented our first purchase together and us starting our portfolio in Abu Dhabi. So, Ian, thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, mate. And like I says, first of many.
First of many, and appreciate you coming on the vlog as well, and looking forward to what else we can do together. But thank you guys as always for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Oh, subscribe, comment, like, share, all of that. Thank you. See you later.
I just don't wanna stop.